Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Treasure Hunting Sonic. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Sonic Boom, plushes, and figures from Tomy. Now, if you haven't seen the Sonic Boom show, I definitely recommend you watching it. I know the game wasn't that great when it came out in 2014, but the show is pretty good. The cast is great, the voice actors, Mike Pollock as Eggman always shines, Roger Craig Smith as Sonic, all those voice actors do a very good job. The show is actually pretty funny. It has a lot of fan service, a lot of fan community references, talking about the blue arms of Sonic and the character redesigns, but it also has a lot of throwbacks to old school Sonic stuff, like Eggman's Fortress being similar to the fortress from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. A lot of people don't give the cartoon a chance because of the game and the fact that they don't like the redesigns, but I definitely recommend it. Like I said, I know the game wasn't that great, especially Rise of Lyric for the Wii U. I know it was pretty terrible. If you haven't played Sonic Boom, Fire, and Ice for the Nintendo 3DS, that one's actually pretty good, so I definitely recommend that one. But the cartoon is in its second season right now. It has quite a few episodes, at least 50. I haven't seen them all, but I'm pretty sure it's getting up there. I believe it was actually just nominated for a Teen Choice Award at the MTV Teen Choice Awards, I believe it was, or maybe it was Nickelodeon, I'm not sure. No, it was MTV. There's been several Sonic Boom products released. I've already shown you guys the snacks from Spain. I've shown you guys the Monopoly. I've talked about several other products. Some are actually getting pretty rare as well. So I'm going to show you the figures and the plushes from Tomy. So they originally came out in 2014. I remember walking into Toys R Us and finding Sonic, Knuckles, and Eggman with their launchers. It was just the figures and some Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic was just on his feet. He would launch off. Eggman was in his Egg-O-Matic mobile, and he would launch, and then Knuckles was on some kind of skateboard. And this was also one of the first Sonic Boom toys released. This is also on a launcher. Sonic, the basic launcher was small. It looked just like this. Same figure, but a very small launcher that was only about this big that launched him off. And I walked into Toys R Us and I found those three and I found this. And I bought the Sonic, Knuckles, and Eggman immediately. This, they had a ton of, and it was $30 when it was released. So I didn't buy it right off the bat, but luckily a lot of Toys R Us clearanced it out for $20. And then at the same time, they have these events where they'll do like an extra 20% off clearance. So I think this ended up costing me about $15 plus tax. It's actually pretty cool looking. It's got a Green Hill Zone theme to it. Here you can see on the back the original 3 launchers. I wish I had them with me to show you, but I don't have them on me. And then it's also got the Wave 1 figures, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Those were part of the first wave as well, but those aren't some of the ones I found when I first walked into Toys R Us and saw the Sonic Boom figures. It's got sticks on the back as well. There's been several of these launchers released. There was just a new one released where Sonic would launch into Eggman. Sonic was wearing sunglasses for some reason, but you would launch him and he would hit Eggman's Eggmobile and it would bust open. I don't have that one yet. I'm working on getting it. It looks pretty cool, so I'm definitely excited to show you guys that. So the first wave of figures looked like this. You had Sonic, you had Knuckles, and you had a couple 2-packs that we'll get to in a minute. But Knuckles is definitely the most common. He can easily be found everywhere. A lot of people didn't like his redesign because he got too big and bulky, and a lot of people didn't like the fact that in the cartoon they made him overly dumb, I guess would be the word. But the dumbness is kind of funny. Like, you gotta get used to it, but it definitely adds some laughter to the show. The big and bulkiness, I mean, I wish they had gone, I wish they didn't go so overboard with the sports tape on all the characters, but if you look at classic Sonic, modern Sonic, and then Boom Sonic, it almost looks like the characters have aged. So, you know, I just take it as Knuckles got older and kept working out and skipped the leg day. So there's Knuckles, and that one's actually signed by his voice actor, Travis Willingham, who I met at MetroCon 2015. Real nice guy. and his wife was also there. His wife, Laura Bailey, who voices Amachow in Sonic Generations, as well as Kid Trunks in Dragon Ball Z. And I didn't know that, but I wish I would have had her sign one of my Sonic items as well. This Sonic is the Platinum version. Originally there was just the regular version of Sonic and Knuckles, and then they were both released under the Platinum version where they're shiny. A lot of figures have got this re-release, but we'll get to that. And probably the first Tomy Sonic figure was the one that came with the pre-order of Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric for the Nintendo Wii. And I think they might have also done it for Crystal Shards for the 3DS, but it was pretty much the same figure. It just had a GameStop exclusive sticker on it and came with one of the Crystal Shards. No big deal. They're very common, they're very cheap. Just check eBay, they're like $5 plus a couple dollars for shipping. Another part of the first wave was Sonic and Amy. And there, this is one of the first 2 packs, and it had the connecting beam that was featured in the game. This is the earliest 2-pack I remember seeing. And the Amy figure, I really liked Amy's redesign, her clothing and everything. I thought it was real nice. Like I said, none of the redesigns really bothered me that much, except for all the sports tape that they went too heavy on. On the back, you can also see the other figures that were part of that wave. This is another early one, the Knuckles and Tails pack. I actually don't recall Tails ever being released by himself, which, now that I think about it, is pretty strange. There was a pack of Knuckles and Tails where Tails is all burnt up from something that happened in one of the episodes, and Knuckles is all bruised up as well. There's like variants of the figures and some little event that happened in certain episodes. But yeah, Tails has never been released by himself, to my knowledge. And Styx, the single pack Styx was also part of the first wave, but I have her in so many double packs, that I'll show you those instead. So moving on, this is getting, plushes. So these are 2 of the first wave plushes. You got Sonic and Tails. And, they're pretty basic. They remind me a lot of those Jazzwares ones, the smaller ones. Pretty detailed too. Still have the tags on them. Look just like their cartoon/video game counterparts. Sonic has a little scarf, Tails has the goggles and the belt. And of course the sports tape. The first wave of plushes had these 2 and Knuckles and Amy, who I don't have on me right now. Moving on to the second wave, you got Sonic and Styx. This is one of the variant packages that has Styx with the green slime all over her from that one episode where she finds the little dog robot. I don't remember what it was called. But like I said, you can see on the back here there was a pack with Tails where he has the ash all over him, like I said earlier. I haven't seen an Amy variant yet. I don't think there is one. She doesn't usually get into too many shenanigans in the show. What else is part of Wave 2? You have Orbot and Cubot, which this is the first time these figures have got made, so that's pretty cool. It's always cool to get some new characters. These, I believe, started Wave 3. It was Eggman and Metal Sonic. And there was also a Metal Sonic figure released on its own. And this pack's becoming more and more rare. I bought it for $10 at Toys R Us outlet here at the outlet malls in Orlando. But, I mean, when I first bought it, they had like 30 of them. Now, I can't find it anywhere. On the back here, you can see the Knuckles I was talking about that's all bandaged and bruised up. And then you had the Sonic and Shadow pack. This one's pretty rare as well. It's Shadow, even though I'm not a fan, he's definitely one of the most highly sought after characters. Stuff with Shadow tends to sell out pretty quick. Luckily, I've been able to find several of these at Mitsukoshi in the Japan Pavilion at Epcot. That's where this one came from. They charge a little bit more, but if it's something that's hard to find, I don't mind. And on the back here, you can see that launcher pack that I was telling you guys about with Sonic with the glasses and Eggman, where his little machine explodes. And there's also a 2-pack here that I don't have on me. It's Sonic and B-Bot, or as I like to call him, Buzz Bomber. Why they had to rename him to B-Bot, I don't know. That bothers the hell out of me. But this is Wave 3. Then go back and show you guys some Wave 2 plushes. You got Metal Sonic, Sonic Boom Metal Sonic, which is pretty cool. It's pretty detailed. He was hard to find. Again, I had to find him in Mitsukoshi. I found a lot of these more hard to find, newer ones in Mitsukoshi. I wish the tags weren't so big and hung directly in their faces. And here's Styx. I wasn't a fan of Styx when she was announced. They had previewed the designs for her before they actually officially announced her, and I thought she was going to be a redesigned version of Marine, the raccoon from Sonic Rush Adventure. And I was really psyched for that because I felt like Marine was a potentially really cool underused character, and I wanted to see them flesh her out. But instead, she's fallen into obscurity, and here's Styx, who's a paranoid schizophrenic. And now we're moving into Wave 4 of the figures. So the boxes were redesigned. They're just these simple square ones now with these hang things. And the redesign started with Wave 3. They did the Sonic and Shadow pack, the Knuckles and Bebop pack, and I want to say they also did the Metal Sonic and Eggman pack in this, but I think I've only seen that once. But anyway, this is one of the newer variants. It's Sonic in a spacesuit and Parallel Universe Villain. Not Dr. Eggman, Parallel Universe Villain. That's why he's green. I'm tempted to make a Green Eggs and Ham reference, but... So there's that. I haven't seen this outside of Mitsukoshi, so I don't know if Toys R Us has it or what. Okay, so also part of Wave 4, you have 2 Badniks. You have Crab Meat and Motobug. And it's pretty cool that they came out with these because you don't see too many toys of just the Badniks, which is something I would really like to see. A lot of longtime Sonic fans remember that in 1994 when Sonic and Knuckles came out, Tomy actually released some 4 packs of figures way back then in the UK. And a lot of those featured individual Badniks, and they're super rare now. And, you know, just I wish companies would do that more. Maybe a Badniks pack or something. Because especially if you like to open these and make scenes or something like that, that would be pretty cool to have. And also part of Wave 4, they released the Sonic wearing the sunglasses by himself. I haven't got that one yet. I'll probably get that one next time I go to Mitsukoshi. And they also, this is the wave that also included the individual Sonic and Shadow, or Metal Sonic and Shadow. I have those, but I'm just not showing them here. These were $7.50 a piece in Mitsukoshi, which isn't bad because I think they're like $6.99 in the store, so 50 cents. Alright, so back to plushes. They started coming out with these, they called them head plushes, and they had really big heads and really tiny bodies. I don't have any from the first wave that included Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman. I do want the Eggman one. I don't think they're that amazing. I mean, they look kind of funny. It's just not something I'm into. I will get them eventually. I really do like the Orbot because it works for him, and this is also the only Orbot plush. At the Sonic 25th anniversary party last July, we all got a random character in our bags. I got Knuckles, but then I gave it to a friend's little boy who really likes Knuckles, and it's very common, so I know I'll get it again. But the Shadow, he looks pretty angry. Then Wave 2 had Shadow, Orbot, Amy, and I believe that was it. But there was supposed to be a Wave 3, and here's where it gets interesting. They announced the Wave 3 that included Styx and Cubot. I've seen pictures of the Cubot in the background of pictures from Sega on people's desks and stuff like that. I've seen the Styx and pictures from Tomy and like Toy Fair or something like that, or some event, but I've never seen them in stores, ever. And that was like a year ago almost. At least 8 months. So that Cubot plush, I'm really hoping it comes out because we need that Cubot. Cubot needs some love if Orbot gets some love. But I mean, I really, if the Styx one comes out, cool. If not, whatever. And I think there was also a Metal Sonic one announced as well, and that would be really cool to have. But definitely the Cubot. So there's also these 8-inch figures that were made. You have Sonic, there was a Knuckles, and then there was a Metal Sonic. The Sonic and Knuckles were both re-released under the Platinum version, which is shiny. Knuckles was on a hoverboard as well, I believe, or a skateboard or something like that. And Metal Sonic is just standing there, and he comes with a holder to keep him held up. And his you can see in the back his jetpack, or his jetpack or whatever on his back is ignited, his booster. This one is actually very common, the Sonic and Knuckles, and they were so common they were sold at TJ Maxx and Ross. They were originally $15, but I managed to find it for $8.99 at TJ Maxx. They had the Knuckles as well, but I didn't buy it. I mean, it's so common, I'm not worried about it. And this is a pretty cool Metal Sonic figure. It actually took me a while to get this because I found it at a local newly opened toy store in a local mall, and it had a $9.99 sticker on it. So I took it to the register, excited to buy it, and then they told me it was $20, and somebody had put the wrong price on it. It's supposed to be $17.99 plus tax, and they wouldn't honor it. Which, as much as I wanted the figure, I ended up not buying it because if you're a newly opened store and you don't honor the prices on your toys, I mean, you don't deserve business. So luckily, Amazon had this one on sale for $13 2 months ago, so I went ahead and bought it. And Amazon, especially if you have Prime, you can get some pretty good Sonic Boom toys on there for very cheap. They have that launcher, the Sonic and Eggman launcher on there right now for $19.99. They have a bunch of the head plushes on there for pretty cheap, under $20. So if you're looking for any of these figures, I definitely recommend checking Amazon, especially if you have Prime. Then they've been releasing these 3-packs. The first of which, this is the second. This is the second of 3. This one is Metal Sonic, Sonic, and Knuckles, and they're all the Platinum version. Sonic, the first one had Eggman. It was Eggman set Metal Sonic, and they were not Platinum version. But that one was called Sonic Saves the Day, and it looked like Sonic was kicking Eggman in the nuts. It was pretty funny. I still need to get that one. This one is called Sonic to the Rescue, and it looks like he's kicking Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic doesn't have nuts, so kicking him in the stomach, I guess. This one I found on Amazon as well for like $13, which is a great price for this. It looks really cool. And then they have these cards in the back. On the side is just basic art of Sonic and Knuckles. And this one does include the beam from the game. And then the latest one in that series is Sonic, Shadow, and Eggman. And this is the only pack that you can get the Shadow and Eggman Platinum figures in, as well as the last one. That was the only one you get the Metal Sonic Platinum figure. This one's newly released. I've seen it. I got it at an independent store for $20, but one of my friends recently found it at Toys R Us for $17.99. So I definitely could see this becoming rare, especially because, you know, like I said, it's the only one you can get these two figures in Platinum in. It also has cards in the back. Some people told me that the Shadow card, I mean, I can't see it through here because Sonic's in the way. Some people told me the Shadow card has Sonic Adventure 2 Shadow art, which is pretty interesting. Now, as far as upcoming stuff, besides those head plushes that I haven't seen yet, I really don't know what other figures they would make. They are making Best Buy exclusive classic figures where they're transparent, Sonic and Tails, where they're transparent except for their head, which is kind of weird. But that's all I've seen so far. I haven't seen any upcoming Boom figures. Last but not least, there is a new line of plushes called Emoji Plushies. This one right here is Sonic sleeping. And there's so far they've made Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. They have a happy Sonic, a laughing Sonic, a sad Sonic, happy and sad Tails, happy and sad Knuckles, and I believe they have a sleeping Tails as well. And in addition to plushes, these come in like backpack clips individually, but they're pretty expensive for just being backpack clips. When I found them at an independent store, they were like $12, meaning maybe at least 10 at like Toys R Us or somewhere. And that just seems like a lot for a small backpack clip, so I'll probably wait till they go on sale on Amazon or something. But hope, you know, they might expand this line. Maybe they'll do Eggman, maybe they'll do Sticks. I think it'd be really cool to get like a sleeping Eggman or an angry Eggman. Even Amy. It'd be pretty cool to get like a happy Amy. But that's it for what I have. Tomy is pretty much, they're not the only maker of Sonic Boom figures, but they do the majority of it. Back when I did the video about the Costa Ricas and the Fosquitos from Spain, there was a Knuckles figure that was on a rolling platform, and there's also a Tails and Sonic and Tails as well, and those were not made by Tomy. And then Carl's Jr. had a line of Happy Meal toys, which also included a Sonic figure that was not made by Tomy. I'm not showing those here. I'm going to show those when I eventually do a video all about Sonic fast food promos. There's just a few more things I need to get, especially those Sonic Boom figures. Those are kind of hard to find because where I live, there's no Carl's Jr. and there's no Del Taco, and I'm still trying to find the promos and toys from those two places. The next video I probably will do will be on the Cook and Becker Sonic art book. That should be here within the next 2 weeks. It's been delayed time and time again, but Cook and Becker did post yesterday that it's on the way to the warehouses in the USA and Europe, and it should be at our door, in our hands within 2 weeks. I ordered the collector's edition as soon as it gets here. I don't care how late it is. I don't care if it's 11 o'clock at night. If I check the mailbox and it's there, I'm gonna go wake my fiance up and we're gonna do that unboxing video. And I'm also gonna go through the book with you guys, so you can expect a pretty detailed video on that. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what Sonic Boom toys you guys have found. Let me know what you would want them to make. I'm really interested to hear that. If you guys have any cool ideas for Sonic Boom toys that they could potentially make, just let me know. And again, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you guys soon.